Hello friends and my dear students, I welcome you all to my channel. I hope you're all well and your studies are also going on well. In this video, I will solve another practice test paper 2 on the chapter of percentage. If you have not watched the previous video, that is part 6, where I solved the first test paper on the chapter percentage, I highly suggest that you watch that video and try to solve the problems in that test paper. So as usual, I will prepare always two practice test paper once all the concepts of the particular chapter is complete and all the exercise problems are solved along with the MCQ and test paper given at the end of the each chapter in the book of author R.S. Aggarwal. So this video is part of the playlist CBSE Mathematics for class 7 following the textbook of author R.S. Aggarwal. If you are new to my channel or not yet subscribed, and if you are watching my videos regularly and my videos are beneficial to you, then I will highly suggest and request you that you please support me by subscribing to my channel. And also please do not forget to press the bell icon so that you will be notified by my future videos. So let's start solving this video, solving the problems of this test paper number 2. So on the left hand side, I have the problems. There are 15 questions. All of them are MCQ, and one choice will be correct. Ideally, you should try to solve this paper in 45 minutes or maximum 1 hour. So let's start solving you should always try to solve the problems in any test paper or MCQ yourself. And if you are stuck, only then see the solution from my video. So as and when I will solve, you can pause the video and take screenshot of the solution for your future reference. So let's start solving the problem. Problem number 1 says A's salary is first increased by X% and then decreased by X%. As a result, A's salary is decreased by X square by 100%, and it is asking to comment about the statement, whether it is a true statement, false, or cannot be determined, or none. We have to verify that whether A's salary is decreased by X square by 100% or not. So A's salary, since the percentage is given in X, we cannot assume the unknown to be X. So let's let A's salary be Y, some another variable. Now A's salary is first increased by, so after increase of X%, A's salary becomes, so when something is increased by some percentage, over here X%, then the new value becomes 100 plus X% of the original value. So this will be 100 plus X%, why 100 plus? Because it has been increased, salary is increased by X%. So of Y, because Y, we have assumed that the A's salary is Y. So after X% is increased of A's salary, the A's salary becomes 100 plus X% of Y. This is 100 plus X divided by 100 into Y. Now it is said that after X% was increased, the salary was decreased by X%. Now this decrease of X% is based on the new salary, A's salary. So after decrease of X%, A's salary will be, when something is decreased by some percentage, in this case X%, then the new value becomes 100 minus X% of the previous value. So the new salary will be, now this X% is decreased based on the salary after it was increased by X%, which is 100 plus X by 100 multiplied by Y. So after decrease of X% of A's salary, it becomes 100 minus x% of 100% of the new salary which was obtained by the increase of the x%. This. Now this is nothing but 100 minus x divided by 100 multiplied by 100 plus x by y by 100. This equals, if you simplify, if you multiply 100 minus x and into 100 plus x, it is actually 100 square minus x square divided by 100 square into y. I have applied the algebraic identity a plus b. I'm not sure whether you are aware or not, but it is a formula that a plus b multiplied by a minus b, where a and b are some numbers, is equal to a square minus b square. Now, what does this mean? This is equal to, if I say after, so the final salary of a final a salary is 100 square minus x square. I can take the denominator, it is 100 square, so I can take out one, I can say this, simplify it further than this. Now so what is this? What is this amount? What can we say about this? The final salary of a in terms of y and of course x. This we can say as 100 square minus x square by 100% of y, because what is, we know that x% of y equals x by 100 multiplied by y. So in the final salary, S salary, you can see we have the term y by 100 and some another factor. So that another factor should be the percentage. So we can say the final A salary is 100 square minus x square divided by 100. This percentage of y, which is not definitely equal to x square by 100. So the statement is false. So the answer is choice B. The answer is choice B. Okay. Let's do question number two. Question number 2 says, if 20% of 30% of x is 3000, then value of x is, so it is given that 20%, I solved this kind of similar problem in test paper 1. Whenever you have this chaining of percentages, that is multiple percentages and multiple of operators, and on the extreme right you have the value based on which the percentages are being computed, you always evaluate the percentages and the of operator from the right side. So this is first, this is equal to 20% of, we have to first compute 30% of x. So this equals 20% of, what is 30% of x? That is 30 by 100 multiplied by x. Now we will, what is 20% of 30x by 100? That is 20 by 100 multiplied by 30x by 100. This equals 600 x by 100 into 100 0 0 cancels out. This is 6x by 100. Now this implies this value is given to be 3000. So we can say that 6x by 100 equals 3000. This implies from here we can solve x as 3000 multiplied by 100 divided by 6. So we have 3, 2, 1, then we have uh, 250. So this is 50, 50,000. It is 50,000. Okay. So the answer is choice C. Let's do problem number 3. Problem number 3 says, in a class, 37.5% of the students secured grade A, 80% of the remaining secured grade B, and the remaining 10 students secured grade C. Okay. Then the total number of students in the class is. Okay. So when in these kind of problems, we always assume whatever the quantity has been asked in this problem, total number of students, we will assume that as some variable. So let's assume total students be x. Now we have to apply all the given facts using the concept of percentages and form some equation on x. So it is said that 37.5% of the students secured grade A, and so we can say that it is given that 37.5% secured grade A. Grade A. Okay. So remaining so percentage securing grade B or C will be equal to 100 minus 37.5%, because it is given that 37.5% has secured grade A, and the remaining might have got grade B or C. So the remaining percentage of the students who secured grade B or C is 100 minus 37.5. This is 5 to 6. This is 62.5% of the students secured either grade B or C. Okay. Now it is saying that 80% of the, so this 80% of the remaining secured grade B, 80% of the remaining. So this implies remaining means the students who got grade B or C, remaining students with grade B or C is 62.5% of X. X we have assumed to be the total number of students. Okay, so this is 625 by 10. 62.5 in fraction is 625 by 10 and divided by 100. multiplied by x. So this is 625x by 1000. This, if we simplify further, this is 25 divides 625 with 25 with 40, 5, 8, 5, 5. So this is 5x by 8. 5x by 8 is the number of students who got grade either B or C. That is the 62.5% of the total amount of students. Now it is saying that 80% of the remaining means this 5x by 8. So 80% of remaining got grade B. It is saying that 80% of the remaining got grade B, and the remaining 10 students secured grade C. So this implies that 20% of remaining got grade C. If 80% of the remaining got grade B, and it is said that the remaining 10 students secured grade C, so these remaining 10 students should be 20% of the remaining. 20% of the remaining means, what is the remaining? Remaining means 5x by 8. That is after, that is the 62.5% of the total number of students is the remaining. And from that remaining, which is 5x by 8, and out of this 5x by 8, it is said that 80% of them got grade B, so 20% must have got grade C. So this implies now that 20% of the remaining is 5x by 8 is equal to, it is given that the remaining 10 students secured grade C. So 10 is the number of students who secured grade C, which should be 20% of the remaining, which is 20% of 5x by 8. So this implies 20% of 5x by 8 is 20 by 100 multiplied by 5x by 8. This is given equal to 8, equal to 10. Now we have to solve this. This implies x equals 10 into 100 into 8 divided by 25. Now 20 divides 100 with 5, 5 cancels out. This is 80. So 80 is the total number of students, because we have assumed at the beginning that total number of students is x. So x is calculated to be 80. So 80 is the total number of students. So the choice is answer. The answer is choice A. Okay. Question number 4. It says that when the price of an article is increased by P%, the quantity of sales decreased by 10%, but sales revenue increases by 100%. Then the value of P is, okay. So it is very essential, very important that you understand the language of the problem, word problems, very carefully, because if you misunderstand the problem, then quite possibly you will solve the problem incorrectly. So you have to solve a lot of problems like this to understand what exactly the problem is asking and what you have to find. So in this problem, it is saying that when the price of an article is increased by P%, the quantity of sales decrease by 10%. So we do not know the quantity of sales, and we also do not know the price of an article. Let's assume, let price of an article be X. I'm ignoring the unit of currency, whatever it be. rupees, paisa, dollar. That is not important. So let price of an article be X. Let also quantity, when the price of the article was X, let at that time let quantity of sales be Y. That is, Y number of articles were sold. Now, okay. Now, when the price of an article is increased by P%, so after P% increase, new price of an article becomes when something gets increased by P%, it becomes 100 plus P% of the original value. That is, the original value means here the price of an article, and the original price of an article we assume to be X. So X. Okay. So after the P% increase, the new price of an article is this. Fine. Now in this case, we can say that revenue. So if the price of an article was X and a Y number of articles were sold, the revenue is equal to XY. Y number of articles were sold for where each price of the article was X. So the revenue is definitely XY. Now after P% increase, new price of an article becomes 100 plus P% of X. This is 100 plus P divided by 100 multiplied by X. Okay. Now it says that when the price of the article was increased by P%, the quantity of sales decreased by 10%. So after 10% decrease, the new sales, 10% decrease means 10% decrease on Y, because we have assumed Y to be the initial or previous quantity of sales. So when if there is a 10% decrease, then the new quantity of sales will be 100 minus 10% of Y. This is 90% of Y. This is 90 by 100 multiplied by Y, and this is 9Y by 10. So we can now say new revenue will be the price of the new price of the article, which is 100 plus P into X by 100 multiplied by the new sales, which is 9Y by 10. This equals 9 into 100 plus P XY divided by 1000. It says that the quantity of sales decreased by 10%, but sales revenue increases by 100%. Sales revenue increases by 100%. So this means it is trying to say that this sales, this is the new sales, this is this sale is it says that the sales revenue increases by 100%. Okay, so we can so it is saying that XY got increased by 100%, and that value, if we increase XY, which is the previous original revenue, if we increase that by 100%, we should get the new revenue. Now XY when increased by 100% is equal to 100 plus 100% of xy. So when something gets increased by some percent, then the new value becomes 100 plus that percent of the original value. So it is saying that the new sales got increased by 100%. This means that xy, which is the previous revenue, it got increased by 100%. So when xy gets increased by 100%, it becomes 100 plus 100% of xy. This is 200%. 200% of xy. This is 200 by 100 into xy. This is 2xy. This implies now that 2xy should be equal to the new revenue which we already calculated earlier, which is 9 into 100 plus p multiplied by xy divided by 1000. From here we can cancel out xy and we get if we do cross product, we get 9 into 100 plus p equals 2000. And 9. Okay, so this implies 100 plus p equals 2000 divided by 9. This implies p equals 2000 divided by 9 minus 100. This is equal to 2000 minus 900 divided by 9. This equals 1100 divided by 9. Okay, now we have to convert this into mixed fraction because definitely choice D is not correct. We have to convert this into mixed fraction. So let's see. 9 if you divide 1100 with 9, we get 1920 2 and this is 1820. So it is coming 12 122. Let me check. I must have done some mistake. Let me check once again. So let the price of the article is X, okay. The quantity of sales is Y, okay. Then the revenue is XY, fine. After P% increase, the new price of the article will be 100 plus P% of X, that is 100 plus P divided by 100 into X, okay. Now after 10% decrease, the new sales will be 100 minus 10% of Y, that is 90% of Y, that is 9Y by 10, okay. The new revenue will be 100 plus P into X by 100 multiplied by 9Y by 10, okay. Now we said that the sales revenue increases by 100%. So when XY when increased by 100%, it becomes 100 plus 100, 200% of XY, which is 2XY, that is fine. So this means that 2xy equals to 9 into 100 plus p xy divided by 1000. Okay. Uh, from here we cancel out xy and we get 2000. 9 into 100 plus p equals to 2000. From here we get 100 plus p equals to 2000 by 9. Okay. This implies p equals to 2000 by 9 minus 100, which is 2000 minus 900 by 9, which is 1100 by 9. And the value of 1100 by 9, and the value of p is 1100 by 9 is will not match with any of the choices given. What is 1100 by 9? 19208202192. 18 2. So this is coming out to be uh, 122 2 by 9, and there is no choice of 122 2 by 9. There is a choice B, which is 22 by 22 and 2 by 9. There is a possibility that I forgot to write the 1. That could be a possibility, because I do not think I did any calculation mistake. Anyway, I will leave it here. So this question, I will give you a question mark and will come back in the end. Okay, so let's proceed. Let's do question number 5. It says that if 60% of k is 30 less than 75% of k, then the value of k is. It is saying that 60% of k is 30 less than 75% of k. So what is a? Let a be equal to 60% of k. This is 60 by 100 multiplied by k. This is, if you simplify it further, we have 3k by 5. Let b be equal to 75% of k. 75% of k, this is equal to 75 by 100 into k. This is equal to 25 3k by 4. Now it is saying that it is saying that 60% of k, which is a, is 30 less than b. So this implies a equals to b minus 30. This implies 3k by 5 equals 3k by 4 minus 30. Now we have to solve for k from this linear equation. We will bring all the k terms to the left hand side, and we get 3k by 5 minus 3k by 4 equals minus 30. Now this implies this will be 12k minus 15k divided by 20 equals minus 30. This implies minus 3k by 20 equals minus 30. This implies k equals minus 30 multiplied by 20 divided by minus 3. This equals minus cancels out. 3 divides 30 by 10. So this is 200. K is 200. So the answer is choice D. Okay, let's do problem number 6. Problem number 6 says, in an examination, Ramu and Raju secured 783 and 684 marks respectively. Okay. If Ramu secured 87% marks, then percentage of marks secured by Raju is. Now, definitely, these marks obtained by Ramu and Raju is obtained out of some maximum marks. And these marks are based on the percentages of their marks are based on that maximum marks. So if Ramu's actual mark is given as 783 and it is also given what percentage, what is the percentage of that marks of the maximum marks, then we can easily find out the maximum marks. So let max marks be X. So Ramu secured, it is given 87% marks. This implies Ramu's marks equals 87% of X, when X is the maximum marks. This is 87 X by 100. Okay. Now, so this implies that so Ramu's marks based on the maximum marks is 87x by 100. Now we can say Ramu's marks is given to be 783. So this implies x, that is the maximum marks, is 783 multiplied by 100 divided by 87. I will not simplify this as of yet. I will keep it like this. So now we have to find then percentage of marks of secured by Raju is. So this is the maximum marks. Now Raju's marks, it is given Raju's marks equals 684. Therefore, percentage of max marks, which is X, percentage of max marks now, so Raju's marks is 84%. Raju's marks is 84%. Now we have to find what is the percentage of this 684 based on the maximum marks. So we have to ask what percent is 684 of X, that is the maximum marks. This equals 684 divided by X into 100. Now if we substitute the value of X that we found earlier, it is 684 divided by 783 multiplied by 100 divided by 87, this multiplied by 100. This equals 684 multiplied by 87 multiplied by 100 divided by 783 multiplied by 100. 100 cancels out, and 783. I think 87 will divide 783 with 9. Let's see, 63, 6, 72, yes, 9. and 9 should also divide 684. Yes, 76. 76. So this is coming out to be 76%. So it is given that 684 is the marks Raju got, and also we find out the maximum marks X. So now we have to find what is the percentage of 684, what percent is 684 of the maximum marks, that is X, which will be 684 by X into 100. So the answer is 76. So the answer is 76 percentage. So the correct choice is B. Okay, let's do question number 7. It says that two numbers X and Y are in the ratio 5 by 6 is to 3 is to 4, 3 by 4. Then by what percent is X more than Y? Okay, so it is given that X is to Y equals 5 by 6 is to 3 by 4. It is better we convert, for the easier computation, we convert this ratio, the terms, into integer by multiplying both the terms with the LCM of the denominators 6 and 4. LCM of 4 and 6 is 12. So this becomes, we can convert this ratio into an equivalent ratio by multiplying both its terms by 12. So this becomes 5 into 12 by 6 is to 3 into 12 by 4. This equals 10 is to 9. So x is given, X is to Y is given to be 10 is to 10, 10 is to 9. Now it is asking what percent is X more than Y. Now one way of doing it is that let X and Y be, since the variable usually when the ratio of some quantities are given, we assume them to be the terms of the ratio multiplied by X. But since X and Y are already given, so we will assume let X and Y be 10, any other variable other than X and Y. Let's say T, 10T and 9T. Okay. Now it is saying that what percent is X more than Y. Now X is more, by what percent is X more than Y? It means the difference of Y. First you have to find the difference of X and Y as X minus Y, because it is saying that X is more than Y. So you will find X minus Y, whatever that value is. Then we have to find what percent that difference is based on Y. So X is more than Y by definitely X minus Y. This equals X we have assumed to be 10T. So this is 10T minus 9T. This is equals T. So now we have to ask, the question is what percent is T of Y, which is 9T. It is saying what percent is X more than Y. So that percent will be based on Y. And Y we have assumed to be 9T. And the difference of X and Y is T. So we have to now find what percent is T of 9T. This equals T by 9T multiplied by 100. This equals 100 by 9. And this equals 100 by 9. 9 does not perfectly divide 100. So let's see. It is 1, 11, 11. So 99. We have 1, 1. It seems that, and 1, 1, 1, 1 will continue. So you can, so the 111 will continue. So we know that when there is a decimal with a recurring non-terminating decimal, then we represent the decimal part as bar. We put the bar on the repeating digits. So this is the value. This is the percentage. So the answer is choice D. Okay, let's solve question number 8. Question number 8 says that if the area of a rectangle is increased by 13% and its breadth is increased by 5%, then by what percent is length increased? Then by what percent is length increased? So it is saying that if you are increasing the area, so the rectangle has the length and breadth, and if you increase the area, definitely its length and breadth will increase. So when its area is increased by 13%, its breadth is increased by 5%. So it is asking by what percent is length increased. So let's say let area be A and let breadth be let's say breadth. So let's say breadth be W with okay, let's be B. Now if we are assuming area to be A and the breadth be B, this implies that the length, we know area is equal to breadth into length. So length will be equals to length L will be equals to area divided by the breadth, because we know that area of a rectangle is length into breadth. This implies that A equals B into L. This implies L equals to A by B. So initially the area is A, the breadth is B, and the length we have found to be A by B. Now it is saying that if the area of a rectangle is increased by 13%, so new area after 13% is increased, after 13% increase will be equal to 100 plus 13% of the previous area, that is A. This is 113 by 100 into A. Also it is saying that when the area was increased by 13%, the breadth is increased by 5%. So new breadth after 5% increase, it will be equal to 100 plus 5% of the previous breadth, which is B. This is 105 divided by 100 multiplied by B. Okay. Now, if after the increase of area and after the increase of breadth, the new area is 113A by 100 and the new breadth is 105 by 100 by B. So this implies the new length will be new length will be equal to new area by new breadth, that is 113 A by 100 divided by 105 B by 100. This equals 100 cancels out. This is 113 A by 105 B. Okay, the new length is this. Now it is asking then by what percent is length increased. So, and the previous length was a by b. So increase in length, therefore increase of length equals the new length, that is 113 by 105 a by b, minus the previous length, the original length, that is a by b. So this equals 113 a minus 105 a by 105 b. This equals 8a by 105 b. This is the increase in length. Now we have to find what percentage is this increase of length based on the previous length, that is a by b. So now the question is, it is asking that by what percent the length is increased. Now this means that it is asking to find the percentage of the increase in length based on the previous length. So therefore we have to ask now what percent is the increase in length, which is 8a by 105b of the previous length, which was a by b. This equals 8a by 105b divided by a by b into 100. The concept applied is what percent is x of y. This is equal to x by y multiplied by 100. This much percentage. So now this, if we simplify, this becomes a by b cancels out from both the numerator and the denominator, and we get 8 into 100 divided by 105%. Now this is, if we simplify, if we divide by 5, we get 21/520. This is 160 by 21%. This is an improper fraction. The choices are 10, 8, 18 and 12, but we are having 160 by 21. 21 will not divide 160. So I might have done some calculation mistake. Let me check again. Let the area be a and breadth be b. So the length becomes a by b. Okay. Now new area is increased by 13%. So the new area will be 100 plus 13% of a, which is 113 by 100 a. Okay. Now new breadth is increased by 5%. So new breadth will be 100 plus 5% of b, which is 105 by 100 into b. Okay. So now the new length will be new area divided by new breadth. That is 113 a by 100 divided by 105 b by 100, which is equal to 113 a by 105 b. Okay. So new length is 113 a divided by 105 b. So now the increase of length, then by what percent is length increased? Okay, so the increase of length, by how much the length has increased, that will be 113 a by 105 b minus a by b. Okay, this is equal to 113 a minus 105 a divided by 105 b. This equals 8a divided by 105b. Mm, 13 and 1. Okay. Then by 1000 increased. Hmm. So this becomes 8a by 105 by b. This is the increase in length. So now we have to find what percentage is this increase of length based on the original length. The original length is a by b. So we have to find what percent is 8a by 105 b of a by b. This is equal to 8a 105 by b divided by a by b to 100. This is 8 by 105 into 100. Okay. Mm, this is 160 by 21. 160 by 21. It is not an integer. It is not a perfect integer. It will be uh, it will be 7 14 147 13. This is the answer that I am getting, and it is not matching with any of the choices given. So I don't know whether I have whether I have copied the percentage values correctly or not, or even the choices. Okay, this is also a question mark. I will come back to this question later on. Let's move on to the next question, that is question number 9. Question number 9 says that a reduction of 10% in the price of an article enables a dealer to purchase 25 articles more for rupees 45,000. What is the original price of the article? A reduction of 10% in the price of an article enables a dealer. So if the price of an article decreases, definitely the dealer will be able to buy more articles. So it says that a reduction of 10% in the price of an article enables a dealer to purchase 25 articles more for enables a dealer to purchase 25 articles more for 45,000. So does it mean that so the dealer is buying 25 articles for 45,000, which means that the price of each article, after the price has been reduced, the price of each article will be 45,000 divided by 25. So after let's say after 10% reduction in price, it is saying that 25 articles were purchased for rupees 45,000. So this implies reduced price of an article equals 45,000 by 25, because since the price of the article was reduced, the dealer was able to buy more 25 articles whose cost was 45,000. So definitely the cost of one article will be and that the cost of one article after the reduction of price will be rupees 45,000 divided by 25, and this is equal to if we simplify this, uh, let's say this, so 59000, this 51600. So the cost of an article after the reduction of price is rupees 1600. So now let original price of an article be rupees X. So this is the price, the rupees 600 is the price of the article after the deduction of 10%. Now, if the original price of the article is be X, rupees X, then this implies that if this original price is reduced by 10%, it will be 100. It will be 100 minus 10% of X should be equal to rupees should be equal to 1600. 1600 is the price of each article we have already calculated after the reduction of price. Now, also if we assume the original price of the article was rupees X, then we can say that the new price after reduction will be 100 minus 10% of X. That should be equal to 1600. So this implies 90% of X equals 1600. This implies 90 by 100x equals 1600. This implies x equals 1600 multiplied by 100 divided by 90. So 0, 0 cancels out. This is also not coming to be an integer value. Hmm. 18. No. 45. No. What is wrong? What is wrong? Okay. Let me see if I did any calculation mistake or not. So it is saying that a reduction of 10% in the price of an article enables a dealer to purchase 25 articles more for rupees 45,000. So these rupees 45,000 should be the cost of 25 articles, where the cost of the articles is after the reduction. So 25 articles were purchased for rupees 45,000. Which means reduced price of an article should be 45,000 divided by 25, which is 55,59,000. This is 1. Sorry, this is not 1600. This is 9,000 divided by 5 is 1,800. So this is 1800. This is 1800. So now we have, let's see, this is 1800, and so this is 1800, and we have 1800. So it should divide now. We have 1800. And this is 200. This is 200. So original price of the article was rupees 200. So the choice is answer So the answer is choice C. Okay, let's see question number 10. Question number 10 says a solution of 165 liters contains 80% of acid and the rest is water. Okay, so we can clearly find out what amount of acid is there and what amount of water is there in the 165 liters of the solution. Okay, now how much water must be added to the above solution so that the resulting solution contains 25% water? Okay, so how much water must be added to the above solution so that the resulting solution contains 25% water? So let x ml of water be added. Be added to 165 liters of solution. Okay, but how much water must be added? Since it is given in liters, let's say x liters uh, of water will be added to the solution of 165 liters of the solution. Okay. So now 165 liter of solution contains how much water? It is given that contains 80% of it and the rest is water. So rest means 20% is water. In the originally in the 165 liters of the solution, 80% of the acid, 80% contains acid and 20% contains water. Why 20%? Because the rest is 100 minus 80, that is 20% is water. So 165 liter of solution contains 20% of 165 atho water. So 20% of 165 liter is water in the 165 liter of solution. This is equal to 20 by 100 multiplied by 165, this much liter of water. This is 1 by 5. If we simplify this is 1 by 5 and this is 35. So this is 35 liter of water. Now after adding, so originally the 165 liter of solution contained 35 liter of water. So after addition of x liter of water, new amount of water is 35 plus x liter. 35 was the original amount of water in the 165 liters of solution and we have added x liter of water. So now the new amount of water becomes 35 plus x liter and the new amount of solution becomes, since the earlier the solution was 165 liter and we have added x liter of water, so the new amount of solution becomes 165 plus x liter. So it is saying that how much water must be added to the above solution so that the resulting solution contains 25% water. Now we see that 35 plus x is the amount of water in the after adding x liter of water, and the total amount of solution is 165 plus x. This implies, now we see that so percentage of 35 plus x liter of water, percentage of 35 mix of water in 165 plus x liter of solution will be equal to 25. It is given that after adding, it is saying that how much water must be added so that the resulting solution contains 25% water. So we have already found that the after adding x liter of water, the amount of solution is 165 plus x liter, and the amount of water is 35 plus x liter. So the percentage of 35 plus x based on 165 plus x should be equal to 25. So this implies, now what is the percentage of 35 plus x of 165 plus x? That is 35 plus x divided by 165 plus x multiplied by 100. This is given to be equal to 25. From here we have to solve the linear equation in the variable x. Now we can cancel out 25 and 100 with 4, so we get 4 into 35 plus x divided by 165 plus x equals 1. This implies we can do cross product and we get 4 into 35 plus x equals 165 plus x. This implies if we do the product on the left hand side, it becomes 140 plus 4x equals 165 plus x. Now if we bring all the x terms to the left hand side and all the constant to the right hand side, we get 4x minus x equals 165 minus 140. If we simplify further, we get 3x equals how much? 15. This implies x equals 15 divided by 3, that is 5. So 5 liter of 5 liter of 5 liter of, we are getting answer 5, that is 5 liter of water should be added, but there is no choice. 5 liters. I am doing a lot of calculation mistake. Let me check once again. So let x liter of water is added with 165 liter of solution. Okay. So 165 liter of solution contains, initially it is given 80% is acid. So the water should be 20%. So 20% of 165 liters should be the amount of water initially. So 20% of 165 liter is 20 by 100 into 165. Okay, so this is 1 by 5. 1 by 5 and 5 divides 165 with 315. Sorry, not 35. This is 33. Okay, this is not 35 but 33. This is 33. So 33, 33, 33, 33. Now, so over here we will have 33. So 33, 33. Then we get 33 into 4 is 33 into 4 is 132 and 4x, and okay, so now 4x minus x equals 165 minus 132. 132. And 165 minus 132 is uh, how much? 33. So x is 33 divided by 3, which is 11. Which is 11. So 11 liters of water must be added. So the correct choice is choice A. Okay, let's do problem number 11. Let's do problem number 11. It says that B is 16 and 2 by 2/3% less than A, and C is 14 and 2 by 7% more than B. Then by what percent is A more than C? Okay, so let A be X. It is given that B is 16 and 2 by 3% less than A. This implies 16 and 2 by 3rd means 50 by 3. So B is 50 by 3% less than A. This implies B is 100 minus 50 by 3% of A. So some percent, if something, the concept is X percent less than Y is equal to 100 minus X percent of Y. This is the concept applied. So B is 100 minus 50 by 3% of A. This equals B is equal to 300. 100 minus 50 by 3 is 250 by 3% of A. This is equal to 250 by 3 divided by 100. But of A is X. This. If we simplify this further, we get 2, 5, 2. Sorry, this is 4, 25. No, sorry. 0 cancels out. 5, 2, 5, 5. So this is 5x by 6. B is 5x by 6, and we have assumed A to be 6. Okay. Now it is saying that is less than A, and C is it is given C is 14 2 by 7% more than B. This implies C is 14 and 2 by 7 is 98, 100 by 7, 100 by 7% more than B. This implies if C is 100 by 7% more than B, then C should be equal to 100 plus 100 by 7% of P. Now this is 100 plus 100 by 7 is 800 by 7 divided by 800 of B multiplied by B, and B is 5x by 6. This is 100 divides 8 and 2, 4, 2, 3. This is 20x by 21. C is 20x by 21. So we have found that A was assumed to be x, B is now 5x by 6, and C is 20x by 21. Now it is asking by what percent is A more than C. So A is more than C by, definitely A is more than C by the value of x minus the value of C. So A is x, A is more than C by how much is A more than C? It is A minus C, the value of A minus value of C. So value of A is x and value of C is 20x by 21. This is equal to 21x by minus 20x by 21. This is x by 21. So A is more than C by x by 21. Now we have to ask the question that what percent is x by 21 of C. It is asking by what percent A is more than C, which means it is asking what is the percentage of the difference of A and C based on C. So what percent is x by 21 of C, and C is 20x by 21. We have to find this. This is nothing but this equals x by 21 divided by 20x by 21 multiplied by 100, this much percentage. This equals x cancels out, x by 21 cancels out, so this is 100 by 20%, and this is 5%. So the answer is choice A. Okay, let's do question number 12. Let's do question number 12. It says that the population of a city increased at the rate of 20% every year for the last 3 years. Okay, if the population at present is, how much is this? 2 lakh, 39, not 2 lakh, 20 lakh 3,904. So if the population at present is given, then what was the population of the city 3 years ago? So for the last 3 years, the population was increasing by 20% every year. So at the end of first year, 20% got increased, and then at the end of second year, another 20% got increased based on the population at the end of first year. This way, it is after 3 years, at the end of 3 years, the population is given to be 20 lakh 3,904. Then it is asking what was the population of the city 3 years ago. So let population three years ago was X. So population after first year should be 20% more than the population in the beginning of the year, which means it should be 100 plus 20% of X, where X is the population 3 years ago. This is 120% of X. This is 120x by 100, and this is 6x by 5. This is the population. If we have assumed that 3 years ago, at the beginning of the 3 years ago, the population was X. Now, after the end of first year, 3 3 years ago, 3 years ago, 3 years ago, after the end of first year, the population became 6x by 5. Now, okay. So population after second year, that is this first year is before 3 years ago, and this second year is also before 3 years ago. So after population after second year will be equal to, again, since each time every year the population is increasing by 20%. So after in the end of second year, the population will be 1 plus 20% of the population, which of the population at the end of the first year, that is 6x by 5. Now we can see that 120% is 120 by 100 multiplied by 6 by 5. This is equal to 6 by 5 multiplied by 6x by 5. So this is 36 x by 25. Similarly, you can observe that so first time at the end of the first year, the population become 6 by 5 into x, and at the end of the second year, again it got multiplied by a factor 6 by 5. So it became 36x by 25. So similarly, if you observe the pattern, we can say that at the end of the third year, the population will be okay. Let's do step by step. This will be 100 plus 20% of 36x by 25. This equals 120 by 100 multiplied by 36x by 25. This is 6 by 5 multiplied by 36 by 25, and this is basically this is 6 cube by 5 cube x. 6 into 36 is 6 cube, and 5 into 25 is 5 cube. Now this is the value of the population at the end of the third year, which is given to be 20,904. So this implies we can say that 6 by 5 cube into x equals 203,904. This implies x will be equal to 5 cube multiplied by 203,904 divided by 6 cube, that is 6 multiplied by 6 multiplied by 6. Okay, 636. I hope 6 will divide 203,904. Let's see. 6, 3, 18, 2, 23, 3, 18, 59, 59, 9, 54, 50, 50, 50, 8, 8, and 4, and 4. So I guess 6 will again divide this number. Let's see, 5, 30, 3, 6, 36, 3, 38, and 6 and 4. And also 6 to divide 5, 6, 6, 4. Let's see, 9, 54, 26, 4, and 4. So the answer is 944 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 5. This is equal to 944 into 5 is 20. 2247. This multiplied by 25. We have to do 4720 multiplied by 25. This is, let's forget the zero. Let's forget the zero. 472 multiplied by 25 is 10, 36, 23, and this is 4, 14, 9. So this is 6, 0, 10, 8, 11, and there will be another 0. So it is 118000. Okay. So the answer is choice B. The answer is choice B. Okay. Let's do question number 13. It is saying that Ramu saves 14% of his salary, whereas Ramesh saves 24%. Ramu saves 14% of his salary, whereas Ramesh saves 24%. If both gets equal salaries, and Ramesh saves rupees 1440, then Ramesh expenditure is, if both gets equal salaries and Ramesh saves rupees 1440, then Ramesh expenditure is. To find Ramesh expenditure, we have to find the income, total income, and the total income of both Ramesh and Ramu are same. Okay, both equal, if both gets equal salaries. Okay, so let salary be rupees X. Now Ramu saves 14% of his salary, and Ramesh saves 24%. Now Ramesh saves 24% of salary. This is equal to 25% of salary. Salary we have assumed to be X. Both the salaries are same. So 24% of salary means 24% of X. This is 24 divided by 100 into X. If we simplify it further, we have 6x by 25. 6x by 25. Okay, so this is Ramesh saves 6x by 25. Now it is given that Ramesh saves rupees 1440. So we can say that 6x by 25 equals 1440. This implies x equals 144 multiplied by 25 divided by 6. I think 6 will divide 1440. Let's see. Yes, this is 240. So 240 into 25 is X, and X is what? X is the salary of both. X is the salary of both Ramu and Ramesh, as it is given that they both get equal salary. Now it is asking that Ramesh expenditure is okay. So this is how much? 24 multiplied by 25 is 25 multiplied by 4 is 100, and we have 50. So this is 600. So this is 6,000. The salary of both is 6,000. Now therefore Ramesh expenditure is expenditure is salary minus savings, and salary we have found to be 6,000, and savings was already given to be 1440. This is 0 6 5 3560, and it is not matching with any of the choices. Then Ramesh expenditure is X is found to be 6,000, and X is the salary of both, and Ramesh saves rupees 1450. Ramesh saves rupees, and it is asking then Ramesh expenditure is. Expenditure will be salary minus savings. Salary is 6,000. Savings is already given to be 1440. Now 6,000 minus 1440 is how much? 4560. It is 4560. Sorry, but still it is not matching with any choices given. Let me check the calculation again. So let the salary be X. Okay, Ramesh saves 24%. Ramesh saves 25% of salary. This means 25% of X, which is 24X by 100. That is divided by 4, 25, 6. 6X by 25. Okay. So now this is the savings of Ramesh, which is given to be 1440. So 6x by 25 equals to 1440. This implies x equals to 1440 multiplied by 25 divided by 6. Okay. Now when we simplify this, it becomes 24, 240. Okay, 240 into 25. 240 into 25. So 25 multiplied by 24 is how much? 100, 50, 600. So this is 6,000. So now Ramesh expenditure should be 6,000 minus savings. Then Ramesh expenditure is Ramu saves 14% of his salary, whereas Ramesh saves 24%. If both gets equal salaries and Ramesh saves rupees 1440, then Ramesh expenditure is then Ramesh expenditure is um, 10, 6, 6,600. My answer is coming 4560, Ramesh expenditure. It is not in the choices, any of the choices. Okay, I will put a question mark. Let's do question number 14. Even though I might be doing some calculation mistake, so please focus on the concept of the percentages I'm applying to solve the problems. Now question number 14 says, if A is 50% more than B, then by what percent is B less than A? Okay, so A is 50% more than B, then by what percent is B less than A. So let B, the value of B or B be X. So this implies A is 50% more than B. A is given to be 50% more than B. So this implies A should be equal to 100 plus 50% of B. This is 150 by 100 multiplied by B. B is X. So this is, if we simplify it further, this will be 3x by 2. So A is 3x by 2 and B is X. Now it is asking by what percent is B less than A. So B is less than A by how much? The value of A minus value of B. That is, value of A is 3x by 2. Value of B is X. 3x by 2 minus X. This is equal to X by 2. Now we have to ask the question. Now it is asking basically what percentage is X by 2 of A. That is, A is 3x by 2. It is asking by what percent B is less than A. So whatever that less amount is, we have to calculate the percentage of that less amount based on A. So we have to now ask the question, what percent is X by 2 of A? A is 3x by 2. This is equal to X by 2 divided by 3x by 2 multiplied by 100. This percentage. This equal to X cancels out. X by 2 cancels out and we get 100 by 3 percentage. This is equal to, if we convert 100 by 3 into a mixed fraction, we get 33 1 by 3 percentage. So the answer is choice A. Okay. Let's do question number 15. It says that the ratio of incomes of P and Q is 5:4. The ratio of their expenditure is 4:3. The savings of P is more than Q by 16 and 2 by 3 percentage. What percentage of his income does P spend? So it is asking what is the percentage of P's expenditure of his income. What percentage of his income does P spend? What percentage of his income does P spend? Okay. The ratio of the incomes of P and Q is 5:4. The ratio of the expenditure is 4:3. Okay. So let income of A and B, sorry, not A and B, it is given P, of P and Q is, based on the given ratio 5:4, we can say let income of P and Q is 5x and 4x respectively. Similarly, let it is given the ratio of the expenditure. So let expenditure of P and Q is based on the ratio 4:3. We can say we will use some another variable, say 4y and 3y respectively. So the income of P is 5x, the income of Q is 4x, the expenditure of P is 4y, and the expenditure of Q is 3y. So from here we can say savings of P equals 5x minus 4y, and savings of Q equals 4x minus 3y. And it is given that the savings of P is more than Q by 16 and 2 by third percentage. Okay. And finally, it is asked what percentage of his income does P spend. So we have to find expenditure of P is 4y. So we have to find uh, what is the percentage. Finally, we have to find what is the percentage, what percentage is 4y of 5x, because 5x is the income of P and expenditure of P is 4y. We have to find what percentage is 4y of 5x. Uh, now, savings of P is this, savings of Q is 4x minus 3y, savings of P equals to 5x minus 4y. Now, it is given that the savings of P is more than Q by 16, 2 by 3. So, from this fact that savings of P is 16 and 2 by 3% more than savings of Q. This is given. This implies that savings of P equals to 100. Now 16, the mixed fraction 16 and 2 by 3 is 50 by 3. So 100 plus 50 by 3, this percent of savings of Q. The savings of Q we have already assumed to be 3y. Savings of Q is 3y. Sorry, savings of Q is 4x minus 3y. 4x minus 3y. So this is equal to 100 plus 50 by 3 is 350 by 3 divided by 100 into 4x minus 3y. This equals to 350 by 300 multiplied by 4x minus 3y. This equals 0, 0 cancels out. This is 5, 6, 5, 7. So this is equal to 7 into 4x minus 3y divided by 6. This is the savings of P based on the fact that the savings of P is 16 and 2 by 3% more than savings of Q. But savings of P we already know is 5x minus 4. So this implies we can say from this fact and from this fact number 1 and 2, we can say that from the 1 says that the savings of P is equal to 5x minus 4y. Now 1 and 2 implies, using the fact of 1 and 2, we can say that 5x minus 4y equals 7 into 4x minus 3y divided by 6. Okay. Now, if you do cross product, this is 6 into 5x minus 4y equals 7 into 4x minus 3y. Now, if you do the product on both sides and open the brackets, we get 30x minus 24y equals 28x minus 21y. Now, if we bring all the x terms to the left hand side and all the y terms to the right hand side, we get 30x minus 28x equals 24y minus 21y. This implies if we simplify further the left hand side and the right hand side, we get 2x equals 3y. So this implies x by y, or x rather, is x equals to 3y by 2. Okay, we got x in terms of y. Now it is asking that what percentage of his income does P spend. So what does P spend? P spend is 4y. Expenditure of P is 4y. This is as per the assumption at the beginning. We already assumed that the expenditure of P and Q is 4y and 3y. So the expenditure of P is 4y. It's 4y. Therefore, it is asking what is the percentage of this expenditure of P, that is 4y, based on its salary. And the salary is, P's salary is 5x. Expenditure of P is 4y. His salary is 5x. Therefore, we have to find percentage. We have to find what percentage is 4y of 5x. This equals to 4y divided by 5x multiplied by 100. This equals to 400y divided by 5x, and if we replace x with the y that we got here, we got x equals to 3y by 2. So if we substitute in this expression, 5 into x is 3y by 2, 3y by 2. So this equals 2 into 400y divided by 15y. So this is the percentage value. So this equals y cancels out, and we have 580. So this is 160 by 3 percentage. This is equal to, if you convert this 160 by 3 into a mixed fraction, it becomes 5, 15, 3 and 1 by 3. So 53 and 1 by 3. So therefore, this is the percentage. So therefore, the answer is choice B. This was question number 15, the last question. Okay. Now going back to the questions that my answer did not match. Let's see once again the question number 13. It could be possible that I have copied the question incorrectly, or some figures, the percentages, or even the choices given, the values of the choices I have copied incorrectly. That could be a possibility. But anyway, let's check my calculation once again. It says that Ramu saves 14% of his salary, whereas Ramesh saves 24%. And if both gets equal salaries and Ramesh saves rupees 1440, then Ramesh expenditure is. I am wondering if why the percentage of Ramu is given. Why the percentage of Ramu saving is given? Because it is not at all being used. So I'm wondering if it is asking Ramu's expenditure or not. Okay, let's see. Let the salary be X. So Ramesh saves 24% of the salary. So 24% of salary is 24% of X, which is 24 by 100 into X. That is 6X by 25. Okay. It is also given that Ramesh saves rupees 1440. So we must have 6X by 25 equals 1440. So we get X equals to 1440 into 25 by 6. Now let's see the calculation. 6 divides 1440 by 2, 12, 24, 240. Okay. So this is 240 into 25, which is 25 into 24 is 100, 50, 600. So this is 6,000. X is 6,000. So the salary of both is rupees 6,000. Now Ramesh expenditure should be his salary, which is 6,000, minus Ramesh savings, which is already given to be 1440. So it should be 6,000 minus 1440, which is 4,560. This is fine, but 4,560 is not given as a choice. Let's try to find if what will be Ramu's expenditure. Okay, Ramu's expenditure. Where did I write? So it's right here. Ramu's expenditure. Ramu's savings will, Ramu's expenditure, definitely it is given that Ramu saves 14% of his salary. So definitely Ramu's expenditure is 100 minus 14 percentage. This is 86 percentage of his salary. This is will be equal to 86% of 86% of the salary. Salary we have already found out to be 6,000. So this is 86 by 100 multiplied by 6,000. 100 cancels out. So this is equal to 86 into 60. This is 36, 48, 51, 5160. Okay, so 5160 is given as an option as B. So I guess the question was to find Ramu's expenditure and not Ramesh expenditure. Ramu's expenditure is turning out to be 5160. So the answer will be choice B, but the question should ask Ramu's expenditure. Okay, this is sorted out. So I might have copied the question incorrectly. So the answer is choice B definitely, and it is asking, it should ask Ramu's expenditure. See what else, which question was marked. I couldn't get the right answer. This one. This is question number 8. Question number 8. Okay. Question number 8, let's see once again. Let's check once again. If the area of a rectangle is increased by 13% and its breadth is increased by 5%, then by what percent is length increased? Okay. So let area be A, fine, breadth be B, then the length will be, originally the length will be A by B. Okay. Now new area will, after 13% increase, should be 100 plus 13% of A. Originally the area was A, we assume to be A. So now the new area after 13% increase should be 113% of A, which is 113 by 100 of A. Okay. Now the new breadth after 5% increase should be 100 plus 5% of B. B was the original breadth, which should be 105 by 100 into B. Okay. Now we got the new area and we got the new breadth. So the new length should be area divided by breadth. That is new area divided by new breadth, which is 113a by 100 divided by 105b by 100. Okay, this is equal to uh, 113a by 105b. Okay, so now increase of length. Initially, originally the length was a by b, and now the new length is 113a by 105b. So the increase of length, by how much the length got increased, is 113a by 105b minus a by b. This is equal to 113a minus 105a by 105b. This is equal to 8a by 105b. 8a by 105b. This is the increase in length. Okay. Now we have to find what is the percentage of this increase of length based on its original length, that is a by b. So we have to find what percentage is 8a by 105b of a by b, which is equal to 8a by 105b divided by a by b multiplied by 100. Okay. This should be 8 into 100 by 105. Okay. This is equal to, if we divide by 5, this is 21, this is 20. So this is 160 by 21 percentage. 160 by 21 percentage. 160 is not perfectly divisible by 21. I don't know. I might have copied some percentage values incorrectly, but it seems that my calculation is correct. So there is a possibility of the percentage values I have copied incorrectly. That is 13%, or maybe the 5% I have wrongly copied. I'm sorry for that. So this is not sorted out. What else? There was another question. This one. This is question number 4. Question number 4. Okay. Let's check once again. It is saying that when the price, what was the issue? We are getting 122 and 2 by 9, and the choice was given 22 2 by 9. Okay, let's check it once again. So when the price of an article is increased by p%, the quantity of sales decrease by 10%. Okay, but sales revenue increases by 100%. Then the value of P is, we assume the price of an article is X, and we assume also the quantity of sales. When the price was X, price of the article was X, the quantity of sales be Y. So the revenue will be originally X into Y. Okay. Now after P% increase in the price of article, the new price of article becomes 100 plus P% of X, which is 100 plus P divided by 100 into X. Okay. Now it also says that when price of article was increased by P%, the quantity of sales decreased by 10%. So after the 10% decrease in quantity of sales, the new sales becomes 100 minus 10% of Y. Okay, so this is 90% of Y. This should be equal to 9Y by 10. Okay, so the new revenue is the new price of the article multiplied by the new sales. So this is 100 plus P X into X by 100 multiplied by 9 Y by 10. Okay, this is equal to 9 into 100 plus P into XY divided by 1000. Now it also, so this is the new revenue. It also says that the sales revenue increases by 100%. Initially, originally the sales revenue was XY. So when XY is increased by 100%, it becomes 100 plus 100% of XY. That is 200% of XY, which is equal to 2XY. So now we can equate 2XY to be equal to the new revenue we earlier computed, which is 9 into 100 plus P XY divided by 1000. So we have 2XY equals to 9 into 100 plus P XY divided by 1000. We cancel out XY from both sides, and we get 9 into 100 plus P equals 2000. From this we have to solve P. We got 100 plus P equals to 2000 by 9. This implies P equals to 200 by 2000 by 9 minus 100. This is equal to 2000 minus 900 by 9, which is equal to 1100. 1100 by 9. This should be equal to 122 and 2 by 9. I think there is high possibility that in the choice number B, it should be 122 instead of 22. Okay, I think all the previous questions are done. Okay, so this brings to an end of the solving test paper number 2. This should give you, so we have test paper 1, test paper 2, and all the MCQ and the test paper 10, and all the problems of the exercise 10A, 10B, 10C. They should give you a good practice of mostly most variety of questions that are possible on percentage. So I hope this video was beneficial to you. If it is so, then please like it, share it with your friends, and also please do not forget to press the bell icon. If you are not subscribed yet, please subscribe to this channel. It will support me, and press the bell icon so that you will be notified by my future videos. So the next video will be on the next chapter, profit and loss. So until the next video, take care and bye.